Hey guys, welcome back to my shop. I'm Richard Epting. We're going to cover types of leather. I get this question all the time. What kind of leather? Where do I buy my leather? What do you use? So really quick, we're just going to try this really quick, the types of leather. And I pretty much exclusively use Wickett & Craig or Herman Oak leather. I buy my leather, it's pre-drum dyed. It makes it easier and faster. It's dyed all the way through. You can buy Tandy leather. They've even got some drum dyed leather now as well, Springfield Leather, all the other companies. There's a lot of different companies now that are out. Now also remember, Google is your friend. Google, leather and where to purchase leather, and you're going to find a lot of different options. I've been using Wickett & Craig for years, as well as Herman Oak for probably 20 years. What I use mostly is what is called vegetable tanned leather. So veg tanned leather in the processing, it's very natural leather. They use some of the tannins that they use. They actually use, I think, oak bark to do some of the tannings in it. Vegetable tanned leather is a lot stiffer than, say, compared to a chrome tan. So chrome tanned leather is a lot more supple. It is tanned totally differently. It uses some chromium salts. Then there's oil tanning, to where like pull-up leather, it's tanned and it has lots of oils and waxes impregnated in it as well. And then we've also got, so this is some Wickett & Craig. This is bridle leather. So some of their bridle and harness leather that's designed for outside use. It's got a lot of waxes in it, and oils, works extremely nice for higher end. Besides making harnesses, of course, it makes really nice bags and wallets as well. But about 80 to 90% of what I do is veg tan leather. Veg tan leather absorbs water, and it allows you to do tooling, and it holds some of the tooling. It is very strong. It wet molds extremely well. I'm going to do some videos on some vacuum molding that I do on my holsters. This is a cutout on one of my 1911 holsters, and we'll do some videos on that and how I take this and we stitch it up. We put the tri-gun, the plastic dummy gun in there. We wet it, immerse it in water. We put it in the vacuum and form around it. And when veg tan dries, that collagen goes back to its state after it dries, and it retains its shape, and it's extremely hard. And we'll talk about that when we get to the holster videos. But vegetable tan leather, just starting out, you can buy shoulders, single and double shoulders. It's going to be a little bit smaller, probably 8 to 11 square feet, so you don't have to buy a whole side of leather depending on your projects. Side of leather, which is, a side is, if you were to go, it's half a cow from the top all the way down to the belly, from nose to tail. That's called a side. Anywhere between 24 to 28 square feet in a side of leather. So it's a lot of leather. So that way, starting out, if you get some shoulders, it's a little bit smaller, a little bit cheaper. There are some companies now that are selling small 1 foot by 2 foot pieces, if you want to get started as well, a little bit cheaper. So one of the other important things is the definition of full grain leather, top grain leather. So there's a bunch of different videos out there, but what I use, so the best part of the leather is the full grain. This is where there once was hair on the animal, and it is removed and processed, and this is the strongest part of leather. Okay, so leather comes thick on the animal, at least 1/4 of an inch thick, sometimes thicker on some of the older bulls, a lot thicker leather. I'm able to take it and split it to whatever I need. Leather is also designated by ounces, and big thick leather is 10, 12, 13 ounce. This is some 7, 8 ounce leather right here. That's how I ordered it, and hasn't been split. If I were to make wallets, I would take this and split it on my splitter down to 2 or 3 ounce as well. But your splits, from here down, your leather is not as high a quality. You want to use the top grain, and or the full grain. After that is called top grain, and then it goes down all the way down to bonded leather. We'll do another video on that later on. But vegetable tan leather is what you want to start out with if we want to make some holsters, some wallets, Some of the chrome tan do work well for dog collars, or some latigo, and some of the harness leather works great for dog collars, leashes. Some high-end bags are using, some of the big portfolio type bags, and are going to be using bridle leather, some pull-up oil tan leather as well. Then we got exotic leather. This is Cape Buffalo. Really, really cool, unique pattern on the Cape Buffalo. I use a lot of that as well. Very popular. So once again, you can start off cheaper by getting some double shoulders, single shoulders at some of the other places, Tandy's, like I said before. But go ahead, start out with some veg tan. If you have a store close to you, any of these stores or leather companies, remember I said Google's your friend, go check it out. It's so much nicer to walk into one of these stores, get to know the people that run any of these stores, check out their leather. It's just awesome to go. Depending on what you're going to make is the type of leather, and you're going to end up coming out there with some different stuff and have some nice ideas. So once again, thank you for tuning in, and I've got some more videos we're going to try to get done here in the next week or two. Thanks a lot. Check out my website, eptingknives.com, Instagram, Richard Epting, and we're going to get back to the grind. We got lots to do. Thank you.